Hello everyone, welcome to Teach Nepal and Teach Manu Online. I am Bidur Nepane. Today I am going to present you a lesson that's called The Awakening Age by Ben Okri. It's a fourth poem of grade 12 compulsory English. In this video, I'll present the summary, the stage-wise explanation, and the exercises given there in your textbook. So if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe to it because you will get other many different materials about this grade 12 English that we have already uploaded. So let's get started. The Awakening Age. It's composed by Ben Okri. Now, at the beginning, the very first, let's talk about the author. Ben Okri. He's the winner of Booker Prize, Man Booker Prize for his novel The Feminist Road. He's a Nigerian poet and essayist also, or fiction writer. Most of his writings they talk about the hardships or uh, like that. In this poem, the poet is talking about mostly he's focusing on Nigerian war and its consequences, and he's appealing all the people for the unity and solidarity. That thing we'll be discussing. हामी त्यो कुरा अहिले स्टेन्जा वाइज एक्सप्लेनेसनमा डिस्कस गर्ने नै छौँ. So just what you need to know is who is the writer and where is from. So Ben Okri is the writer. He the poet. He composed this poem and he's from Nigeria, right? Awakening is in the very beginning or before we go through this stanza, you should know what is meant by awakening is a conflict between Nigeria's government and the so-called independent Biafra sparked by ethno-religious violence, or there was ethno-religious violence, and the anti-Igbo movement in Nigeria in between 1976 and 1970. That's known as the awakening age, or त्योभन्दा पनि त्यो वार भयो अथवा वार भइसकेपछि चाहिँ पिपल वेयर अवेर अबाउट द फ्याक्ट, राइट? त्यसलाई चाहिँ अवेकनिङ एज भनिन्छ. आफ्टर द 3 years of bloody battles, the Igbo were forced to surrender in 1970, right, ending the war where Biafrans suffered a severe famine, or that's called starvation, due to effect of war. So awakening age here means time for peace, unity, fraternity, solidarity means that unity and prosperity of African or Nigerian people. The setting of this poem is Nigerian war that took place in between 1976 to 1970. All right. So अब यहाँ awakening age भनेर केलाई बुझ्नु पर्यो भन्दा आफ्टर द नाइजेरियन वार, त्यो वार पछाडि चाहिँ मान्छेहरू यत्र तत्र भए, त्यहाँ चाहिँ फ्रेगमेन्टेसन भयो अथवा नेसनालिटीमा पनि नेसनालिटीलाई विकनिङ गर्ने काम अथवा कमजोर बनाउने काम भयो. त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ मान्छेहरू जागरुक भएर अब चाहिँ हामी पिस प्रस्पेरिटीमा फोकस गर्नुपर्छ, राइट? नट ओन्ली सफरिङ फ्रम पोभर्टी, त्यो खालको कन्सेप्टलाई नै यहाँ अवेकनिङ एजको रूपमा हेरिएको छ. वन्स यु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड द टाइटल देन इट विल बी रियली इजी फर यु टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड द पोएम. सो इन दिस वे पिपल were fighting in Nigeria. Now, let me get started with this stanza-wise explanation. Here are just 2 stanzas, but the meaning here the poet wants to deliver is somehow important. Okay. Oh ye who travel the meridian line, oh ye who travel the meridian line, may the vision of a new world within you shine. Okay, यसको यो rhyming structure चाहिँ A B B वाला छ. हामी A, right? A B B C C वाला, you can see. So here meridian line भनेको चाहिँ के हो त भन्दा, that's I'll show you here, right? अर्थलाई चाहिँ इक्वेटर 0 degree to 0 degree इस्ट वेस्टमा डिभाइड गरे हुन्छ, द्याट्स कल्ड इक्वेटर. र अर्को इमेजिनरी लाइन हुन्छ, त्यो चाहिँ साउथ नर्थ टु साउथ डिभाइड गरेको हुन्छ अथवा नर्थ टु साउथ एक्सटेन्ड भएको हुन्छ, त्यसलाई हामी प्राइम मेरिडियन लाइन भन्छौँ. भनेको अब यहाँ चाहिँ ड्युरिङ द टाइम अफ नाइजेरियन वार मान्छेहरू चाहिँ अफ्रिकाको एउटा पार्टबाट नर्थबाट साउथमा गए अथवा वार भइसकेपछि चाहिँ अफ्रिका नर्थ र साउथमा डिभाइड भयो. इट मिन्स यहाँ भन्न खोजेको कुरा चाहिँ के हो त पोइटले भन्दा, ओ ये हु ट्राभल द मेरिडियन लाइन भनेको जो चाहिँ तिमी साउथबाट नर्थतिर गयो अथवा नर्थबाट साउथतिर गयो, राइट? अफ्रिकन पिपल आर द पिपल अफ नाइजेरिया ड्युरिङ द वार, ड्युरिङ द सिभिल वार, राइट? सो विदिन यु मे द भिजन अफ न्यू वर्ल्ड साइन, राइट? तिमीभित्र चाहिँ अब के हुनुपर्छ त, नयाँ वर्ल्डको चाहिँ भिजन आउनु पर्यो है, राइट। इट मिन्स यहाँ चाहिँ डिभिजनको कुरा गरेको छ होइन, साउथ र नर्थको, राइट। अब तिमीसँग न्यू वर्ल्डको भिजन आउनु पर्यो भनेको कस्तो भन्दा द्याट्स पिसफुल वर्ल्ड, राइट। वी सुड थिङ्क अफ peace, harmony, right? May eyes that have lived with poverty's rays see through to the glory of the awakening age, right? So त्यो awakening age को glory चाहिँ right आओस्, अथवा जुन आँखाहरू अथवा जो चाहिँ eyes here means the life of people here, we can relate it to people, right? जो मान्छे चाहिँ पोभर्टीको रेजमा अथवा पोभर्टीको एङ्गरमा अथवा पोभर्टीको त्यो चाहिँ ज्वालामा मान्छेहरू चाहिँ लामो समयसम्म चाहिँ बाँचिरहे, राइट। दे सुड सी द ग्लोरी अफ द अवेकनिङ एजको ग्लोरी चाहिँ देख्नुपर्छ, अथवा दे सुड गो फरवर्ड, राइट। त्यो चाहिँ अगाडि बढ्नुपर्छ। जुन चाहिँ नाइजेरियन वार पछाडि आएको एउटा अवेकनिङ एज अथवा त्यो वारले दिएको मेसेज, राइट, द्याट दे सुड बी पिसफुल, द्याट सुड बी हार्मोनी, द्याट सुड नट बी फ्रेगमेन्टेसन, त्यो खालको कुराहरूमा चाहिँ कुराहरू हेर्नुपर्छ त्यो आँखाहरूले। अथवा जो मान्छेहरू चाहिँ पोभर्टीले चाहिँ एकदम सफर भइरहेको थिए अथवा दे वर सफरिङ फ्रम पोभर्टी, दे सुड थिङ्क इन सच वे। फर वी आर अल रिचली लिङ्क्ड इन होप, हामी सबै एउटा आशाले बाँधिएका छौँ। वोभन इन हिस्ट्री लाइक माउन्टेन रोप, होइन, जसरी माउन्टेनबाट रोप चाहिँ कसेर बाँधिन्छ टु क्लाइम इट, राइट, टु क्लाइम ओभर इट। टुगेदर वी क्यान एक्सटेन्ड टु अ न्यू हाइट। एक्सटेन्ड भनेको गो अप भनेको हामी टुगेदर युनिटी भयो भने हामी चाहिँ माथि चढ्न सक्छौँ, पहाड चढ्न सक्छौँ, अथवा न्यू हाइट हाम्रो चाहिँ सक्सेस डिटरमाइन गर्न सक्छौँ। गाइडेड बाई आवर हार्ट्स क्लियरेस्ट लाइट, हाम्रो चाहिँ भित्रबाट आएको चाहिँ अन्तर्निहित अथवा हाम्रो चाहिँ राइट हार्टबाट आएको, बटम अफ द हार्टबाट आएको कुराहरूले चाहिँ हामी राइट देन त्यो ज्ञानले गर्दा चाहिँ हामी सँगै हुन सक्छौँ, अथवा वी क्यान बी युनाइटेड एन्ड वी क्यान अचिभ आवर गोल। सो हियर आफ्टर अन्डरस्ट्यान्डिङ द नाइजेरियन वार, हामीले नाइजेरियन वार बुझिसकेपछि चाहिँ इट इज सम हाउ इजी फर अस टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड द कन्सेप्ट, ओके। सो ड्युरिङ द नाइजेरियन वार पिपल माइग्रेटेड फ्रम वान पार्ट अफ द country to another part, or even the country was divided, right, or the continent was divided. हो त्यो कुरालाई चाहिँ अब जो मान्छे छाडेर गयो अथवा जो मान्छे एक ठाउँबाट अर्को ठाउँमा गयो, अब आऊ सँगै बसौँ, सँगै मिलौँ, we have the same agenda, right, we have the same problem, now we have to fight against it and we should unite, we can do something भनेर चाहिँ the poet is appealing for unity in such a way. So this is all about the first stanza. Now let's go to the second stanza. When perceptions are changed, there is much to gain, right? भनेको perception here refers to the ideas, okay, or the attitude of people, right? धारणा, जब हामी आफ्नो धारणा चेन्ज गर्छौँ त्यसपछि हामी केही अचिभ गर्न सक्छौँ अथवा केही प्राप्त गर्न सक्छौँ। सो इट मिन्स हामी जिद्दी भयौँ, हामी घमण्डी भयौँ, राइट, त्यो भएर हामी केही पनि प्राप्त गर्न सक्दैनौँ। बट वेन वी चेन्ज आवर माइन्ड पोजिटिभली, होइन, जब हामी पोजिटिभली केही कुरालाई सोच्छौँ, केही कुरालाई पोजिटिभली हेर्छौँ, त्यसपछि हामी के प्राप्त गर्न सक्छौँ। अ फ्लावरिङ अफ ट्रुथ इन स्टिड अफ पेन, होइन, हामी चाहिँ पेनको सट्टामा हामी चाहिँ फ्लावरिङ अफ ट्रुथ, सत्यको अथवा सक्सेसको चाहिँ कुरा गर्न सक्छौँ अथवा सक्सेस प्राप्त गर्न सक्छौँ इन स्टिड अफ पेन। अ फ्लावरिङ अफ ट्रुथ हियर मिन्स like a flower blossoms, right? In that way we can get the success. That is more to a people than their poverty. When we change ourselves, right, when there is the work, wisdom and creativity, जब उनीहरुसँग, जब के मान्छेसँग they have some work, there is some wisdom and creativity, there is more to a people, or to a people here means a group of people, right, or to individuals. अब उनीहरुसँग चाहिँ poverty that will get decline itself, or people will get rid of poverty when they work, when they have wisdom and when they are creative enough. भनेको जब मान्छे चाहिँ प्रगतिशील हुन्छ, जब मान्छे काम गर्छ, जब उसँग इच्छा शक्ति छ, त्यो मान्छे कहिल्यै चाहिँ गरिब भएर बसिरहन पर्दैन। द पोएट इज सेइङ इन सच अ वे, along the line may our lives rhyme, along the line may our lives rhyme, means our life will be so musical, our life will be so prosperous along the line. The line I showed you there might be the poet here is referring to that Mediterranean line or the equator line, means they are divided by such things also there, to make a loving harvest of space and time. So in this way, with the creativity, with the work, right, they will be living a productive life. A loving harvest here means that outcome, that is so productive outcome, right, So in such a way, the poet as a whole, he's talking about peace, prosperity, liberation, joy, unity and harmony भनेको त्यो वार पछाडिको चाहिँ अथवा वारले जे नराम्रो कुराहरू दियो अथवा वार पछाडि अझ most of the people they were suffering from starvation, famine, right, poverty, unemployment, त्यो कुराहरूलाई चाहिँ अब हामी कसरी सल्भ गर्न सक्छौँ भन्ने हिसाबले चाहिँ द पोएट इज appealing all the people, not only from his country but all people around the world, from around the world, to unite, okay, to get connected and to help each other in such a way they can develop or they can achieve peace and prosperity, liberation, joy and brotherhood or fraternity. So in the first stage I talked about achieving peaceful world, right, appealing the people who migrated from one part of Africa to and they went to another part, right? He appealed them to come and join together. And then the second stage, I talked to them to change their perceptions, right? To change their mindset, and they can achieve some important thing, right? And he's saying that there should be wisdom, there should be work and creativity, so that they won't remain poor any longer. In such a way, the poet is talking about such things. All right. Now, summary and explanations. I have divided it into 3 paragraphs. You can see the poem entitled The Awakening Age by Ben Okri deals with the hardships of the African people. In addition, he makes a call for unity, peace, and solidarity among human beings from different parts of the world who have been fragmented due to different so-called civil war. The poet appeals to African people who have been divided into North and South due to the war to have a sense of peaceful war with harmony and fraternity or brotherhood. According to the poet, all African people who have been suffering from poverty and hardships have a hope for prosperity and success. The speaker mentions that unity is necessary to achieve a new height or peace and equality, which most of the African people had been looking for. Okri states that people in Nigeria, Africa can obtain more success like peace and prosperity when they change their perceptions regarding their ego and faith. They should unite to achieve the awaited peace and prosperity. The Nigerian people can get rid of poverty with the dedication, wisdom, and creativity. The poet claims that the lives of African people become happy and prosperous, and they can live with dignity in this present era when they forget their past and focus on fraternity and peace. Now, in such a way, you can discuss these things analysis. It's somehow different from the summary analysis मा चाहिँ हामी त्यहाँबाट के कुरा हेर्न सकिन्छ, कुन एंगलबाट हेर्न सकिन्छ भनेर हेर्छौँ. The poet depicts the hardships, struggles, sufferings of the African people due to civil war in there. The poet calls for unity, peace, and solidarity among humans from different parts of the world. The poem, it's the poem, okay, discusses about the consequences of thinking positively. The poet appeals to those Africans who migrated or divided during the civil war to get united for the collective prosperity of the people and the nation, right? So these are the analysis. The poem implicitly shows the bad consequences of war and division of nationality. यो कुराहरु चाहिँ हामीले बुझेर आफ्नो वेमा लेख्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, राइट, अथवा त्यही समरी अथवा एक्सप्लेनेसनबाट त्यसलाई चाहिँ निकालिएको कुरा हो. ओके, थिम्स पोभर्टीको बारेमा कुरा गर्छ, पिसको बारेमा, अपिल फर युनिटी, प्रस्पेरिटी, नाइजेरियन वारको कुरा छ मोस्टली, हैन, यिनीहरु नै हो थिम भनेको. ओके, or work, then wisdom and creativity, right? These things are important to get rid of poverty. त्यो कुराहरु पनि हामी थिममा एक्सप्रेस गर्न सक्छौं. All right. So in such a way, we can deal with this poem. So here are some textbook exercises. So it's not so difficult. So I'm telling you these things orally. Who are the people who travel the Meridian line? The people who travel the Meridian line, they are the African people who travel from one part of Africa, or might be north to south or south to north during the Nigerian war. Number B, what does the poet mean by a new world? The poet means a peaceful world by referring to a new world, right? How are people connected to each other? People are connected to each other by means of social harmony, right? So fraternity, right? Unity, the collective sentiments, these things are connect people to each other. What can we gain after our perceptions are changed? It means when we become positive, we can get success in our, or we can get what we are looking for. how are we benefited by new people? When there are some new people, then um, we can develop our society, or we can develop um, brotherhood, fraternity. We can get connected to each other because of our common sentiments, right? So rhyming in structure भनेको चाहिँ it is a b b, right, c c, in such a way. So in such a way we can discuss these things. So textbook exercises मा हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ we can see mainly the ABCD are important questions. मैले हाइलाइट गरेको छु त्यसलाई. ABCD चाहिँ तपाईँहरूले प्र्याक्टिस गर्नु होला. हामीले यो कुरा अगाडि नै पोएममा पनि मैले डिस्कस गरिसकेको छु, राइट? सो वाट डज द पोइट मिन बाई द अवेकनिङ एज, यो अगाडिकै कुराहरूलाई, राइट, तपाईँले चाहिँ ध्यान दिएर फेरि रिभाइज गर्नुभयो भने यु क्यान डु दिस थिङ्स. यो चारवटै क्वेसन अगाडि नै आइसकेको छ है. सो फेरि पनि एकचोटि ट्राई गर्नु होला. सो इन सच अ वे I can just, I think I have to conclude it now. So in order to make it short, I think we are already it's, I think, more than 15 minutes. Okay, thank you so much everyone for watching the video till the end. Please, if you want to watch such kind of videos in the days to come, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. How did you like the video? If you liked it, please subscribe it and share it to your friends also. Thank you.